Okay, this is Craig Mandy. I know. The quality is bad, but the message, the information, it's actually important. So it is actually helpful if you actually do stick around for what I have to say. And this is a documentation and not content. Craig Mandy, another take on surgery diaries. I am currently 19 years old, and I'm literally documenting myself until I leave this earth. So possibly I do have thoughts, awarenesses, and realizations. And anyways, what I want to talk about today is trade-offs. Trade-offs. Okay, what are trade-offs? Trade-offs actually mean the consideration of the cost of what you're actually trying to achieve. Okay, the easiest practical example is this. Let's say you go into a shop, right? And you see this pair of shoes. Maybe it's the Jordans. Okay, the Jordans, for example. Okay. If we are actually talking about Jordans, for example, everyone likes Jordans. Like J4s, J10s. Like people have these daydreaming themselves in those Jordans. Like everyone loves those. Okay. I love Jordans, right? I love Jordans. But it's not until I see the price. And what's the price? Maybe it's like, I don't know, $200, and it quickly turns me off because I can't actually afford that right now, right? I can't afford it. So you see, the thing is, mostly me, I don't know about other people, but maybe what they do is we actually envision what we want to have. I envision what I want to have, or maybe I was envisioning what I want to have, but it's like I was actually considering the gaining, but I wasn't actually considering the cost, the trade off. Like, I want to get these Jordans. What am I actually willing to pay to actually get those Jordans? Am I actually willing to pay $200 to get those Jordans? Okay, let's take this realistically in life. Maybe someone wants to be an entrepreneur, a speaker, or some bodybuilder and stuff. Am I willing to pay the cost? Right? It's like I want to have a muscular chest, right? People envision this, like men to be exact, envisioning themselves on the beach playing volleyball, in the sand with their ladies, muscular abs and chest and stuff. But that's the having, right? That's the gain. But have I actually considered the cost? And what is the cost of actually gaining a muscular chest and abs? That's 15 by 3 wide push ups, 20 by 3 push ups, and 10 by 3 declines. And doing some Russian twists and possibly some leg raises and some crunches and all that. I mean, that is the cost. That is the cost. And the problem then becomes that even though we are unintentionally considering this, we are paying the cost. Just like I do have some parts of me that I want to become. That's like video making, right? Not like video making for other people, but literally just like recording videos for myself, possibly some photography and all that. I actually love doing that. And art, like I really draw. I love doing that, right? I really do. You know, making art for people, making video recordings of myself so people can watch, that. Like, I really love doing that. But it's been this vague idea in my head, like envisioning myself actually now making those recordings and people now actually watching them. But okay, but what is the cost? I haven't actually even thought about it because it's okay, what is the cost? And I was paying it unintentionally and it's been costing me. But I am actually paying that unintentionally, but is that in the paying of unintention, it actually then hurts me very much than when I actually do intentionally. So it's like I'm working on this project that makes people see me like a pariah. And I'm having all these emotions, I'm having all this doubt, I'm having all this discrimination, I'm having all this being a social outcast or whatever. You have all these people asking you these questions about college and all that, like parents telling you about this and society about this. You have that relative far away uncle telling you about that, right? And it's all these emotions like brewing up, and then you try to drown them with maybe watching Rick and Morty. But if I actually then realize that that is the cost, like, and then I'm actually now going to watch certain videos about how people are actually working with their angles and stuff, how they're actually making their content and stuff. I mean, ideas, and angles and all that, and uh, I don't know, methodologies. Watching Alex Omozi and Myron Golden about how to change your life and what to do and all that, change your mindset and that. And I'm like, and I'm all over the place. But if I actually realize it, that is the cost. Okay, that is the cost I was actually paying unintentionally. And it actually cost me my emotions, so much energy gone. And I'm literally all over the place, all over my head, and I'm freaking over all over the place, thinking what other people think about me. But that is the cost. That is the trade-off. Like, that is what I'm supposed to pay. That is exactly what I am supposed to pay. But then the problem then actually becomes if actually do it unintentionally. So what is the moral of this realization? The moral of this realization is to all other people and to you guys and me. It's like, even though we don't know it, I was already paying the price, but I was doing it unintentionally. And it was actually hurting me more. Literally more. But then it actually didn't brings me this mental clarity. It's like, okay, I want to learn how to make videos. I want to learn how to perfect my art, right? I want to learn how to communicate whatever. I want to learn how to have a muscular body, right? But it's not in the having. It's like, okay, what is the cost? I can just go in a shop and say I want Jordans. Gee, I gotta pay $200 to get that. So it's like, if I wanna if I want to have the muscular body and all these skills, what is the cost? That is the question. What is the cost? What is the cost? So that's what I'm actually implementing to myself right now. Me speaking like this doesn't mean I've actually figured it out. I'm actually 19 and I'm so drowning in all these, traditional beliefs I had from my family back then. It's them. It's them. But the things that I want to do, bro, I'm actually going to become a pariah. Like, literally an absolute pariah. And am I willing to pay the price to do what I do? Because the cost is discrimination from relatives. It's absolute, like, rejection, I guess, if that happens. Maybe it's my imagination, but that is probably one of it. Because they've actually created this path for me, but I don't want it. I and I don't want it. So on all these things that I'm actually doing, I'm actually asking myself, is it worth, like, what is the cost? Right? So on everything that I actually want to do, I'm always asking myself, what is the cost? Right? It's like, what is the cost? Right? So overly, a trade-off is a consideration of the cost of how much I am supposed to pay for the thing that I'm actually supposed to achieve, to gain. So, anyways, conclusion of it, on everything that I'm actually going to do, like, obviously, if you want to eat, you're supposed to cook or order in, like, yeah. But I'm talking about, like, skills, like real skills. On all those I'm actually going to do, or you, it's like the question has to be, what is the cost? Right? What is the cost of actually achieving this? And this is what I have right now. As Craig Mandy, another take on strategy diaries. Yeah. The quality is bad, but the information is good, man. Like literally. Eventually, we'll upgrade as we go, but man, you gotta take this seriously, and I am taking this seriously. So that's another one for Saji, and I will be back with another one. But real honesty, TBH, what is the cost of what you're actually trying to achieve? Because once you actually know the cost, once the cost is actually now outlined, you actually know when people are actually discriminating you, you then actually know that you're actually in the right path. And I'm not a life coach or anything, please. This is all me. Anyways, that's what's happening, man.